So yesterday, former White House Press Secretary Stephanie Grisham, who worked both for Donald Trump and for Melania Trump, and of course she's written a book, kind of really going after Melania Trump. But anyway, yesterday she appeared on CNN's New Day, where she actually said that it's likely that Melania Trump knew in advance that something bad was going to happen on January 6th. On January 6th, it should be noted, Stephanie Grisham was still working for Melania Trump. So this is the person that was working for Melania Trump on January 6th, texting her, asking if you want to send out a statement, to which Melania replied, no. One word. And Grisham, for the record, has in fact tweeted out those screenshots to verify that this did in fact happen. But now she says that maybe, based on what we know from the Select Committee, maybe it's even deeper than that. Maybe Melania knew something in advance. Here's what she said on New Day. For me, it was really important because, over the years working with Melania Trump, I was able to go to her. She was the first person in our entire administration who condemned Charlottesville. And I often would be able to go to her and say, this is bad. And she would even pick up the phone and call her husband and talk him down from something, or she would put out a statement well ahead of the West Wing to set a tone saying this is not okay. That day, when I sent her that text, the text, I wanted her to say wasn't even political. It was just saying everybody has the right to peaceful protest, but there is no room for violence. And she just said no. It just made me think she knew something. It made me think she knew that perhaps her husband was going to be down there. She knew something ahead of time. I don't know this for a fact. Again, knowing her as well as I did at that point, it was so unlike her to not have condemned it, that was the moment it all kind of broke me. That's what I wrote in the book, and I resigned immediately afterwards. So Melania Trump refused to condemn what was happening, refused to even say like, hey, guys, just be peaceful here. Doesn't sound very best of you, Melania, to be honest. But also, it does raise an interesting point. Of course, Grisham out there saying, like, maybe Melania knew something, pure speculation, okay? But Grisham is basing it, on her previous relationship with Melania. They had known each other for years, even before they went to the White House. This was very uncharacteristic of Melania, is what Grisham's trying to say. But Melania so far has just flown under the radar through this whole thing. And that to me is what's the most interesting here, right? We got Eric Trump, we got Ivanka, we've clearly got Donald Trump Jr. and his fiancée, Kimberly Guilfoyle. We've got all these Republican lawmakers, House and Senate. We've got lawmakers from different states out there, Pennsylvania, Arizona, Georgia. But no mention of Melania until now. Huh. Maybe it's time for the Select Committee to reach out to Melania and say, hey, we've talked to your stepkids. Maybe it's time we talk to you. Your husband's been talking an awful lot of crap about us, so maybe you want to come in and clear the air for us. Maybe tell us what you were actually doing that day. What you knew about what your husband was going to do. I think those are answers that the American public absolutely deserves. And maybe Melania knows nothing. Maybe she was just aloof. Maybe she was, already resigned to the fact that they were leaving the White House. Maybe she was making plans to go down to Mar-a-Lago. Who knows? Other than her. And that's the point. So Melania, if you want to clear the air, you know where the Select Committee is. You could probably reach out to somebody and have your own emergency hearing air on TV this evening if you wanted to. If you wanted to. But we know you don't. We know you won't say anything. So all we're left with is, of course, this speculation from Stephanie Grisham. But I do think it's worth looking into what Melania was doing, because so far she's about the only Trump that hasn't gotten any scrutiny over the events of January 6th. Hey everyone, this is Aspen. And did you know that for the low cost of $0 per day, you can subscribe to the Fair and Balanced YouTube channel? We also encourage you to like, comment, and share. But again, click that subscribe button and help Aspen not be so grumpy.